guys, Storyverse89 here, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. To be exact, episode 6. And this is recorded literally 1 second after the last episode, which is kind of funny. But you guys wouldn't know that. And today we're going to be using the commercial series rocket for the first time to launch a little probe to one of the other planets, or not other planets, other moons of the Kerbin system, the local system that is. So the commercial rocket hasn't been used yet because I just unlocked it last episode, which means we can finally use it to get some advanced science. But it's just going to be a dummy payload with the test of the Prometheus avionics unit. I think this is a 1.875 meter, I think. But we are still going to give it a payload fairing because it is going to be carrying some special science. And then this is the I think this is the C or the E. It might be the E. Yeah, this is the E for sure. Yeah, it's the 3E. That's what I thought it was. Alright. And then we have just this base adapter, which is just going to be carrying our payload, our standard payload. But because we don't need it to be huge, it's just going to be the 3C. It's a very itty-bitty little fairing, which is going to carry inside, where is that stage? Or the scientific, there it is, the structural truss. That looks weird. Never mind, it looks weird. So this thing is going to be just a commercial rocket that I'm probably going to use a lot for launching probes in the local and interplanetary system. So be prepared to see a lot of this rocket, or at least variations of it to launch bigger payloads. And as you remember, if you don't remember from last time we launched a solar sail experiment, it kind of crashed into the sun. So we're going to carry one that, hopefully won't explode. And we're also going to carry some mystery goo with it, of course. Other experiment, because we're going to a moon with an atmosphere. And a thermometer. All neatly packed inside there. With, of course, some solar panels, because this thing is going to be doing quite a bit of scanning. So we need to find... how would this do? With our new VAB upgrade, we don't need to worry about 30 part limit anymore. Thank God. That part limit is annoying. So we can put as many little solar panels on here as we want, because I think the part limit is now 228, which is way more than we had before. Thank God. And there we go, we got 2 batteries, some solar panels, albeit small ones, but we have a solar sail also. And I think that's it for the probe guidance stage. So now we're going to pull up Prometheus, and you know the rest of the construction of the Prometheus, so I'll just skip ahead and I'll see you on the launch pad. And we're on the pad with the solar observer. And it basically looks the same as the original, but it's slightly different. New boosters, different color scheme, and the different upper stage. It's not quite the Corvus's launcher. Plus it's got the new 711 engine, as it's called. But, of course, the launch has already been seen, but for the sake of this video, we'll have it go on a little longer. So, let's watch the launch and I'll explain to you what this is going to do. So, the solar observer Basically its goal is to visit the second moon of Kerbin's local system. So I've already visited the Mun, and now I have the second blue moon, which I barely ever visit, like, in any save. It's funny because I got this in a mod and then I just completely forgot about it, so we're finally going to do something with this little weird moon that for some reason has an atmosphere, and we're going to go explore it with this solar observer. So not only we're going to be exploring the sun from a distance, we're also going to be checking out the moon. Well, one of three. Plus, I should probably get the cheat station out of orbit eventually. Considering most of my missions only last a few days, there's no real reason to worry about the cheat station because they have like almost 100 days of life support. But it's gonna be quite a few episodes. Oh, that is heating up a lot. Why is that heating up so much? Alright, we're gonna cut that stage. Just let the solid fuel engines do their thing. And bye-bye to the solid fuel engines that have done their job. And we even have a star tracker. I added a little star tracker, which gives you advanced SAS, as you can see down here. Which means that my thing can now control not just from stabilization control, but now prograde, retrograde, normal, anti-normal, radial out, and radial in. Which is extremely helpful because I hate manually turning everything all the time. But we have reached orbit. Well, almost reached orbit. We need to finish off. You can see the auroras going on right there. I didn't even notice that. Maybe I've seen that before and I just am just now noticing it, but apparently there's an aurora. And bye to the first stage. As we toggle on the solar observer, which will now generate us electric charge. That thing snapped around well. I don't think this thing has any antennas. Alright, revert, and I'll see you guys in orbit again. And welcome back to orbit. Well, I forgot the antenna, as I said, and now I'm back in orbit again. So we are going to extend the antenna this time. And now we finally don't have to worry about that. So we're going to do some measuring, and then we are going to head to the second planet. There it is. We got more than enough delta V to get there. In fact, I probably packed too much. I could probably visit another planet if I wanted to. I was just checking to see if I had the maneuver planner, because I don't like planning maneuver nodes as much as that is. But whatever. Let's visit normally. I don't remember how high up the atmosphere starts. I don't think it's that high, but I don't want to test it. So we are going to consult the VA, or not the VAB. We're going to consult the, God, like on tracking station, that's what it is. We're going to visit the tracking station to make sure that the atmosphere is not too high. And in fact, we're actually going to do that now while we wait for maneuver node. We're just going to turn around here, and then we're going to wait a little bit. Because we got plenty of time on our hands when it comes to this, so let's snap to the VAB, to the tracking station, and then we'll come back to our solar observer. So I have consulted the people, the Kerbals down at the tracking station, and it turns out that it has an atmosphere height of 83, which is really high. That's even higher. It's not insanely high, but it's really high for the Kerbin local system. That's actually higher than Kerbin's atmosphere. It starts at 70,000. And this one starts at 83,000, which is even more, which I'm actually kind of surprised by. It's probably why the last time I sent something there, I accidentally took a dip in the atmosphere, which I actually might be able to do. I was debating whether or not I want to risk my solar observer and dip it in the atmosphere. I don't think I will, but it could be interesting. Probably would just end in death, though. Unless I went, like, to the absolute skim of it, doing it, like, 82 or something. I could probably do, like, 82, but that would require some insane precision, and this engine is not known for precision. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So, as you saw there, I was doing, right at the end, just a little bit of, like, temperature, or not temperature, just changes in the atmosphere. So now I'm to just barely graze the atmosphere. Engine first, mind you. I am not going experiments first because that is going to destroy my stuff. So I'm going to actually go like this. Because it'll be kind of like a little bit of an aero braking as well. So we're going to retract that main dish because it's going to get annihilated. Well, actually probably not because we're just barely grazing the atmosphere, so it shouldn't be that bad, but I do not want to risk my experiments. It's the absolute last thing I need because I do have a spare antenna, albeit it sucks, but so we're going to retract this main dish. Look at that, we still have signal strength. We're going to dive into the atmosphere very, very slowly and very, very quickly. Like, we're going to almost immediately come back out of the atmosphere, so I need to be ready to hit every experiment. I'm going to have them in a row. Okay, there we go. Now it's counting. We have successfully sampled the upper atmosphere of this moon with absolutely no damage to our probe. I actually don't ever do atmospheric samplings. It's a very rare occurrence, but we have sampled it, which means we get some very advanced data that we probably would not have gotten with this probe, at least normally. But I thought, why not? Now we're going to boost us away from the planet. Maybe not quite that much. We still want low orbit. We'll put it at, like, that probably should suffice. And then we are going to warp all the way back down to the lowest point to slow us down from a slightly less elliptical orbit. We are going to still go for elliptical, but just less elliptical. We are going to take some science while we're here, because we are in low orbit. Observe, space near. Review, we're going to transmit that now. And log fresh data. Go here, review this, transmit that. Get some fresh data. And warp up to high orbit. We will then see the last look at this probe before we say goodbye to it for probably years. I doubt we're going to be seeing this thing anymore. Unless I, for some reason, decide that I'm going to use this to, like, visit another moon or something. So we actually still have enough to visit another moon. Or go interplanetary if I wanted to. But for now, we're going to say goodbye to this little guy here. Oh, man. Well, this was not a terrible mission. This actually went really well. I just need to transmit everything. Because I have quite a bit of data. I did not mean to reset that. Oh, well, that's fine. It was the high atmosphere. It was not high atmosphere anyway, so it's not like it was that bad that we accidentally deleted it. But I think we're going to say goodbye to this, and I think we're going to end the episode there. We're going to head back to the Space Center real quick just to check how much we got, and then I think we're going to end it there. So I'll meet you guys at the space program. And we're back at the Space Center. We got 291 science. That is really good. I was not expecting to get that much from that mission. But that means landing, which gives us some lunar lander parts. And I think the next upgrade of MechJeb, along with an advanced Soyuz capsule, comes from this. And we can even get one more, so we're going to get lighter propulsion systems. I really need to unlock basic science. I keep forgetting that I haven't unlocked that one yet. But for now, we're just going to take a science around Titania, which we can actually do with the same probe because we accidentally deleted some. And lunar landings are on the horizon. So I will see you guys next time for more Kerbal adventures. Make sure to like and subscribe, and episode 7 should be coming out not after 11 days like last time.